What's up, everybody? Ben Samolak TV here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking time to check out this video about trading penny stock. I can give you some of my input on penny stocks because I have traded penny stocks. This is for educational purposes only. So, whatever this is just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. I think it'll be some helpful information. So, trading penny stocks, people, most people in the population, a lot of people don't have tons of money to invest. So penny stocks can be attractive in that way that you have a little bit of money, you hope you can buy cheap penny stocks and then turn around and maybe make, millions or whatever. So let me give you my take on, penny stocks, and is this something that, is something that you might want to do or not. So first of all, let me just give you some examples. Okay, so here we are. We're going to look at two different stocks. First, we're going to look at a penny stock. So here's hemp. This stock is trading at 2.0275, so like 2 cents, just under 3 cents. 3 cents, and you can get this stock with just 3 pennies. You can buy 1 share of this stock. So that could be attractive, but here's what you have to think about with penny stocks. Most of the time, people don't have a lot of money to invest, so maybe like $100, maybe even $300 to $500 to buy this penny stock. So, what are you hoping? Let me show you the reality of these penny stocks. This is the maximum. This is 2 years. Let's go. So you can go into Yahoo. You just look up you type in whatever that is in the Yahoo search engine. Whatever the ticker symbol is, it's HEMP, and this stock will come up. You can then be on this page where you can check the different. You want to check the 1 day, 5 days. This is the maximum that I'm checking. So it started up here in September 2015. I think this stock had a different name and it got renamed, and that's why it only goes back this far. So a lot of these penny stocks, they've been going back a little even further with a different name. So look at this penny stock. Okay, it started here at 7 cents, almost 8 cents, came down to about 5 cents, all the way up here to 10 cents. Wow, at one point. And down here we go, and all during this time it's going down, down, down to where we're at now. So at a certain point, if you would have got it 3 cents and now it's at 6 cents, you could have doubled your money. But think about that. If you have $500, $100, and you're doubling it, that's only $200. Wow. And you had to wait from January 2016 till March. And here's the thing with penny stocks is this is because right now, marijuana legalization has been a controversy. This stock is staying somewhat stable, but typically with penny stocks, these things keep sinking, and they go down to like 0.00001 cents. Like they'll keep going down, 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 down to where they're almost worthless. So that's one thing you got to think about. The other thing you got to think about is depending which trading platform you're using, you have to pay a fee to buy and to sell. So with penny stocks, it costs like say $10 to buy for most people and $10 to sell. So you made $200, now minus $20, now you only made $80 for that risk, So you're not going to become a millionaire most likely. This is the most penny stocks, the majority. Not only that, when I was trading penny stocks, one thing I found out is let's say if you're trading a blue chip stock, that's a stock that there's a lot of people trading that stock daily. So, there's only so many shares of stock. And let's say like a Starbucks or an Apple, everybody wants that stock. They're buying and selling it all day long. So there's always shares, being traded. So there's always, it's supply and demand. There's always a supply and a demand. People want it and people have it. So if you buy it for say $100 a share, you can sell it right away at $100 a share right away if you want to get rid of it if you change your mind. Or if it goes up $2, you could sell it at like $102 and make those $2. So that's kind of with blue chip stocks. Now with penny stocks, it's a little different. With penny stocks, the bid and the ask, there's only so many people trading these penny stocks because there's not a lot of demand for these. So if you're going to go in to buy this hemp stock, maybe there's 20 people trying to sell it today, and there's only like one person trying to buy it, you. So those 20 people, they bought it possibly, maybe they bought it high up here at 10 cents, and now it dropped down to 3. So you think they want to sell that for 3 cents? They're not going to sell to you for 3 cents. They want to sell for maybe like 4 cents or 5 cents. So if you want to buy it, just because it says it's worth 3 cents today or 2.0275, doesn't mean you can buy it at this. You can only buy it when people are willing to sell that stock. And if there's only a few people selling it, they're most likely not going to sell it to you for what it's worth. They're going to sell it to you for a little more expensive because they either, want to make money right off the bat off you, or else they bought it too high and they don't want to sell it that cheap. They want to at least cut some of their losses as least as possible. So once you buy it for, say, 4 cents, because you think, well, fine, I'll buy it for 4 cents, still whatever, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, I don't care. But think about it, that's a big deal because now you're starting at 4 cents and this thing's at 3. Let's say you bought it here it was 6 cents and you bought it for 7 because, it was a little hot here and people were, you're thinking, wow, this thing's going up. I'm going to buy it. They're selling it for 7 or 8 cents. You buy it for 8 cents. Now this thing drops to 3 cents, to 2 cents. You're like, man, my $100 is now, if you bought it for, say, 8 cents, 7 cents, 8 cents, now it's $2, you've lost over half your money. You're down to like $30 now, whatever, if you had $100 that you put in this. And you're like, man, forget that. I had $100 in my pocket, now I only have 30. I'm getting rid of this. So now guess what? You go to try to sell it. You got to sell it for what people are willing to buy it for now. So when you bought it, you bought high. Now because you got to sell it, you want to get rid of it, you may not be able to sell it for what it's worth. You might have to sell it cheaper even so people will take it off your hands. So just depending, that's why these guys might have been trying to put it higher. You bought it higher. If you wouldn't have bought it higher, they might have had to sell it cheaper. You never know. That's why it's supply and demand. So it's not like, and somebody may not even buy it from you. You might have, that's what I'm saying. Like when you're ready to get rid of it, when there's not a lot of supply and demand for this, or demand, it's pretty much, you're putting in limit bids, it says. When you're putting a limit bid. What that means is you're just saying, like, here's what I want to sell for. Someone buy it from you. And then you're waiting for someone to buy it. Whereas if it's like an Apple or like a Starbucks, you hit sell, that thing's gone pretty much. Because everybody's buying and selling that thing. With penny stocks, it doesn't just sell when you say sell. You got to wait for someone to buy it. So it's just not as, there's not as much, how should I say, flow with these stocks. So those are some things to think about with penny stocks. Now, have some people made millions off penny stocks? Possibly. There's always that one in so many penny stocks that, you just got lucky, like the lottery pretty much. So, one of these marijuana stocks could pop. Who knows? But the thing is, with the marijuana stocks, if it does become big, who's to even say these penny stocks will grow? Do you even know what the company is that is this penny stock? You have no idea. Some of these penny stocks, companies are just like a website. They're not even like a real business. And they have, just because they're called hemp, they got that ticker symbol with their company. You think this is related somehow to marijuana, where it could just be related to a website that, lets people sell marijuana or something on, or talks about marijuana or something like that, just like a magazine. So you really got to check out what these companies are as well when you're looking to invest in these penny stocks. So those are some things to think about penny stocks. Now my recommendation, well, at least my opinion, I should say, you can go to like a BP oil stock. So think about this: if you had that same $100 and you decide, well, right now we know something that's in huge demand, oil, it's down. This is just the way you want to actually think. If you want to like be a little more safe and you really want to make money, if you invest a lot too in penny stocks, the reason why I say $100 because most people don't want to risk that much, or they don't have a lot. But let's say you had 10,000 and you could double your money with the penny stock. The risk is way higher with this penny stock. The risk of you losing your 10,000 is very high. Now, if you had $10,000 or even $100, you go to like a blue chip stock like a BP. Everybody knows about BP, and it's at $36. You could buy probably 2 shares. Like, wow, that's not really that good. I don't want to just buy 2 shares. That's no fun. But if you held this stock, look at the max on this now. When oil was up, at over $100 a barrel, you're looking at $73, $64. Is it more likely that oil will eventually keep going back up with inflation, with the way things are? Oil goes up and down. Probably, if the economy keeps getting better, more likely oil will go up. Or else at least stay the same. It's not going to probably go to zero like some of those penny stocks. So it was around 70 bucks. Right now it's at about 36. So if you close to double that, go back to where it was, you're still doubling your money. Okay, with way less risk than a penny stock, you still could double your money with a stock like this. And a lot of the oil stocks look just like this one. Not only that, when you buy this kind of a stock and you're waiting, when you buy a penny stock, you might be waiting for a long time for that thing to have some kind of news where it pops. So your money's tied up and making nothing with a penny stock, and you're holding all that risk. Whereas if you have a blue chip stock, not that's beat up, and you just buy it and you think, well, I'm just going to wait until this thing comes back up, maybe 25, 30%, 50%, possibly even 100% double your money. While you're waiting, these things pay something called dividends. Look at this dividend, almost 7% for BP. So while you're waiting with this stock for your money to double, which way more likely, or at least you get 50% return, whatever at this point, you're getting 7% a year return while you're waiting. That money keeps coming to you, and that's cash flow. That money is money that you can have in your pocket that's free. Now, if you only have 2 shares, that'll be $5 a year, but it's better than waiting on a penny stock getting nothing. Plus, that $5 will add to your gain, total gain. Okay, so think about that. So that's just something to think about when you're thinking about trading penny stocks. If you actually, like myself, if I could go back from the beginning when I started trading with the information I have now and the knowledge I have now, I would have did things a lot different. I'm very impatient. That's why I lost a lot of money. I'm an impatient person. I'm the guy that want to buy a penny stock and become a millionaire overnight. I'm the guy that learned, I learned options. I learned all these different kind of things that you can make a lot of money overnight. But because the market always wins, just like the lotto, the market, there's a lot of emotion in it. And a lot of these guys, these high frequency traders, they're making money off the people buying and selling. They're making money off, the people buying the stocks and selling the stocks. It's not that they're even good at doing the stock market. It's just they're making money off the commissions. That's how these hedge funds make so much money, a lot of them. And then a lot of them are smart. They know how to position. They have a lot of knowledge of how to make smart, safe bets and make a lot of money. So, and if you look at someone like Warren Buffett, that's what he did. So that's why, like I said, 10 years ago, if I would have started and did something like this, found a beat up blue chip stock, I could have at least doubled my money by now. And in time, that would have been a lot better than trying to make $1 million overnight and losing, pretty much losing all your gains, if not losing more. Because if you go risky, you go big, a lot of times you're going to go home with nothing. Some people can do that, just like it's the same thing as penny stocks when you're gambling like that, More likely than not, you're going to crap out and you're going to have nothing. So this, like, look at someone like Warren Buffett, this is funny, sorry. Warren Buffett, who's over the long run has pretty much beat the market, the most people. We all know Warren Buffett. It's because he does that. He finds beat up stocks, beat up companies. He knows that their value way more than what the stock is worth. And he does some other stuff too, but in a nutshell, he buys low and he waits. He collects those dividends. He does some other things, and then when the stock gets a certain point, he either sells the company, he sells the stock, and he makes a lot of returns over and over, year after year, because he's playing things smart. He's not gambling. He's not trying to get rich fast. He's not buying penny stocks. That's for sure. He's not buying penny stocks. He's buying blue chip stocks. He's buying companies that are beat up, that he knows they're worth way more than what the stock is showing it is, and he knows if he buys those stocks in the long run, that value will eventually show what it's supposed to be at, and he makes money that way. So that's something that just a quick video on penny stocks. So hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching, and of course, like, subscribe. I'm gonna have some more videos on a bunch of different things. But thanks for watching. Have a great day.